Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, plus Goose Path. I'm Rob, we have Lawrence.
I have my sandwich.
We have George.
That's me.
We have Effie.
So you're saying the circumstances of our return weren't normal?
Are you claiming that you know where the body was hidden?
When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something much more than the sherbet sculptures.
If you're so confident, I'd like to hear your answer. I mean, the implication is very... but alright.
Woman, don't talk to me with a Power Ranger symbol-looking hair like that. I mean, look at it. It's kind of that thing yellow, you got Power Ranger symbol.
Where did Miss Hall hide the body? Winter Palace. This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures.
And haven't you noted the victim's body can be seen in this picture?
I do not see it. Please point it out clearly. Where in this picture can one see the body of the victim?
It's behind that cloth.
Right here.
Alright, Booba.
The Gemini sculpture?
Gemini, you uncultured swine!
Don't think it makes a sound difference.
That's fine. Yes, well, it may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance. In reality, this is none other than Isaac Dover himself.
This ice sculpture was the victim's body? But all I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue.
That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it.
Conceal it? Which piece of evidence did Miss Hall use to conceal the body? I wonder if it was the fluorescent cloth.
It's cloth.
This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace?
This cloth reflects light. With it, it's entirely possible to make something look like ice. Isn't that right, Delisha?
Oh, here we go.
Lord, finally talk.
Yeah, see, when it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. When it glows blue, you can almost feel the glitter and cool ice.
Overruled! That cloth will only emit light when it is attached to a special device.
You're attached to a special device. Judge Courtney, look closely at the picture one more time. Beneath the Gemini case lies the box-shaped object attached to the pedestal.
This is...
a rainbow light device. Inspector Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace.
Can't believe he just added out gumshoes like that.
This is a device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Moore took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. The sculptures, that's my favourite. Sculptures. By using the rainbow light device to make the fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Dover's body was made to look like an ice sculpture.
That's ridiculous! Oh my god,
Yes,
here we go. Wanting to find the truth.
Wanting to calm down. Right.
So then, when Uncle Ray took a photo of the Winter Palace,
That's right, the body had been in front of us all along, disguised as Gemini.
However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace.
If we had found it, Dev, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it.
Overruled! Absurd. You say she threw the body into the fountain without any of us noticing?
No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. She simply used the same method as she performed. Remember the lift trolley? She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream into the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the cloth floated up first and was found by Delisha.
And eventually, the body thawed out and floated to the surface. Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for deductive reasoning. However, do you have any proof that I moved the body?
Yes, it's called Larry Butts.
If you cannot prove that, then there is no way I can accept what you are saying.
Hmm. Is there any luck with solving this whole move the
It
body?
was the Butts. His name is the Butts. He is a Butts. That means the person existed is Butts. The answer lies in the heart of Butts. That evidence that he gave me. And that piece of butt will reveal the truth of Miss Hell's butt.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you able to prove the crime of Miss Curator?
Certainly. I have evidence that will show exactly what she did.
Then it's time we see your answer. Which piece of evidence reveals Miss Curator's actions?
It's the butts. Sketch of beauty.
Another sketch. Oh, it appears I've been drawn in this one.
This is a sketch Larry drew of the woman at the fountain patio. I would like to direct your attention to the service cart on the left side of the sketch.
Service cart? What about it?
Don't you see? What transpired 18 years ago has happened again. Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch.
No. Please wait. I don't see Monsieur Dover's body anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolates to everyone.
The key detail in this sketch is the colour of the tablecloth. I'm assuming I thought Larry had just made a mistake.
The tablecloth, it's light blue.
It may be light blue in the sketch, but no light blue cloths, no blue tablecloths exist in this mansion. Perhaps it's light blue because the body was hidden, still glowing underneath the tablecloth.
What? But the lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. If she just placed the body in the lift trolley, we would notice it immediately.
She didn't just discard the body, she took the entire sculpture. There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put the body inside the block of ice, it would look like a service cart.
That's...
Miss Hall, you got some explaining to do. You put the body in the block of ice and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you?
I never imagined you would be able to deduce so much from just a single sketch. But what if it was just a mistake, like you said before? It doesn't prove anything.
I read it alone, the sketch is worthless. But once you remove the body, the service cart will revert to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service cart, there would be no place for you to put your chocolates.
The chocolates I gave everyone.
Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away. But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket.
Nothing to mention it. We're a bit melted. They were still really sweet tasty.
For simpletons, so why was it necessary that you put them in your pocket halfway through?
That's because...
That's because once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service cart.
Ah! Hold it right there. If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go?
She had been forced to put the chocolates in her pockets. She wouldn't have had the time to dispose of the tablecloth.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, can you answer that for me?
The tablecloth wasn't hidden, it's right in front of us.
Do clarify. The tablecloth used to hide the body, where is it now?
Miss Hall has it.
Yeah, Miss Hall has it with her.
Oh, so silly. Isn't it obvious? Miss Hall is carrying with her out in the open.
Out in the open? Oh, sorry, out in the open? Ah, you mean...
Miss Hall! You are wearing the tablecloth around your waist like a present!
But the tablecloth is white.
Yeah, look at the weight, look at her, look at the thing that's wrapped around her.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like...
The block of ice was not placed in a glass
light,
case.
not the light thing.
Yeah, it's like because of light. because the white would like it would reflect through the white cloth, and then she just put the cloth around her. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. If we had it examined, we will undoubtedly find traces of shells on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once.
There's no need to examine the tablecloth. It is just as you say. I stole the poison from Madame Lelicia, and I moved the body.
Don't try preaching Juliet to me.
I have done terrible things. Madame Lelicia, I am so sorry. 1 week ago, I took your Megatoxin X bottle.
Actually, you got surprised in the cutscene.
I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia. George.
Okay. Okay, what are you thinking?
Silly.
Weren't we always trying to save Mr. Master together?
I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Master's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it is too late to say that now.
Okay, why? Why would you go this far?
Go the distance.
Come to the
For
peak.
Monsieur's shields have caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I have been a criminal. The IS-7 incident. Don't tell me that you were the true culprit. My greatest crime was stealing the Sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interests. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculptor Monsieur Master so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Master returned?
Oh
With
my
that in
god.
mind, I couldn't let anyone touch them, not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's freezer. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dover's art. I did not know his body was hidden among them.
She sold the sculpture without noticing the body.
Hello. Monsieur Master would never take another person's life. But because of me, the body vanished, and Monsieur Master was found guilty.
He changed his colour from black to white. His hair colour, that is.
That kind man. He treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else can get.
Okay,
When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was chased out of this mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just a few days ago, but when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized that I was the one who hid Monsieur Dover's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore, I could think of no other way to atone for my sins.
And
You
such
blame
and
it on
such.
someone else.
It appears I misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Martin.
What do you think there about Mr. Edgeworth?
Pizza.
I could go for a slice myself, actually. Let's get out of here.
There's one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. How would Miss Hall plan a murder with such an uncertain method like poisoned gas? And the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago to confuse the two rooms.
I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish.
I wonder. She was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocent. In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was to find the true culprit. Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit. Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have their police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you'd attract those involved in the past incident. Only two people would know where the body was hidden. You and the true culprit.
The culprit would have panicked knowing that the body would have been displayed publicly.
Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they erase their tracks. The worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. So how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring in the culprit?
I see. That's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace.
Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whoever opens the P.I.C's case, but the unit to be the Gemini case, must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident.
What?
But that means that the person is the true culprit.
Overruled! Please wait a moment. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident?
Wasn't intending of accusing you of being the culprit, but now that you mention it. Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dober?
Of
Yes.
course we're gonna fucking do it.
What should I do is reveal the truth. In that case, there is no need to hesitate. Yes, that's correct, Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident.
Hope you're ready, George.
It was Cape Avenue.
Dame Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident.
Gusty is... Mr. Gustavia.
Miss Hall, didn't you believe that if you opened this gallery, a true culprit would come? That's why you set the poison gas trap, isn't it not?
You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It
Just
is
like
as you
your
say.
father did, just like your father did. Could you say something beneficial to me for once?
Monsieur Edgeworth,
Now, would you please tell us the whole truth?
yes. I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I knew that the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling.
What I was left was for the trap to do its work.
When I heard Monsieur Gustavio was exposed to the poison gas, I realized he was the culprit. And I thought that if the police had discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Master's innocence.
Why didn't you ever come talk to me?
Because you creep
Might have-
me out.
There might have been another way.
I know that you did everything you could for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this had been brought on by my own kind. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible.
Hey.
Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there was a chance that the truth would be hidden again. That's a weird noise outside. Weird.
I don't know what that is, because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it didn't come through. It's very faint and very far away. It's just a weird, like, creaking noise.
It was Cat preparing the shotgun to just stop me from being loud.
That's why I
don't know.
caused the incident of the museum's opening with as many witnesses as possible.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Gregory, Mr. Master, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone.
You're not to fucking blame for this, Ray. God damn it.
He's apologizing for his own inability, as opposed to it being necessarily being his fault.
To do what? What are you supposed to do?
He could have done better, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, if he was better at his job, he would have fucking helped her so she wouldn't have to do all this shit.
Seems like nonsense.
I
Mr.
don't want to
Sheep.
hear that from you, mister. I'm sorry about everything.
Because I'm paranoid.
Oh god.
Mr. Shields, it must be tough on him as well. Stop crying.
The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I'm terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please clear Monsieur Master's name. Take me on.
Alright, before anyone says anything else, does anyone else want to apologize for some bullshit that's not their fault? Anyone? Ready? Come on, come on. Ready? I want to hear your voices.
I'm sorry for being your friend.
You stop! Get out of here! The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. How? Yeah, it's an unexpected manner because we're in a mansion.
What
Anyways,
is she being arrested for in this case, though?
attempted murder.
Attempted murder, yeah.
Or at least attempted manslaughter.
Or assault with with assault
Yeah,
with the deadly poison.
Okay. I'm like, the statute of limitation for both stealing the body and sculptures are fucking over by now.
Yeah, but she did technically almost kill someone.
Yeah, she exposed him to a poison, or due to her actions, recklessly allowed someone to come to harm.
Okay, yeah, no, this is like, what is she being?
At best, you could reduce it to negligence.
However, do you
Yeah.
think that the way things would end this way? To be continued.
Oh my god, finally. Let's do this.
Are we really going to try and binge the case? It's going to take us like over an hour.
It's gonna be fine. I'll see how
Like,
far.
oh, yeah,
Remember
let's,
last
see,
time we did this?
let's see how far
I
we
do.
get in 10 minutes.
I do have work tomorrow, so
I think it's time.
I literally said, let us figure out how far we get in 9 minutes. We still got 9 minutes on the clock.
Alright. Miss Hall, are you done crying a river? You made the fountain look bad.
Yes.
What you did, no matter the reason, was unforgivable.
Yes, I know.
However, you committed this crime in order to prove Mr. Master's innocence. If the true culprit is someone else, we have a duty to investigate.
Overruled.
And you have a duty to shut up.
No false evidence from the IS-7 incident remains in the official case files. Moreover, there is no evidence to lend credence to Miss Hall's testimony. We should first arrest Miss Hall as the culprit behind today's incident.
We cannot be certain that all the case files are accurate. After all, prosecutor in the case has a history of forging evidence.
Overruled. Are you suggesting that the P.I.C. overlooked such a prosecutor?
Bitch, it's not like you're doing your job properly now. That's none of my concern. The truth of the evidence is that evidence was falsified.
Are you suggesting that the P.I.C. fucked up? No, I'm telling you like it is.
No, I'm telling you that you never did your job properly in the first place.
Oh god.
And the fact that Dover's body from 18 years ago was just discovered proves it.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I can see remnants of Prosecutor Von Karma within you.
Madam, are you looking for a scrap?
You tried to deceive the P.I.C. and fabricate the truth. Let me inform you of my, or rather, the P.I.C.'s logic.
Look, does the P.I.C. stand for Pretty Incompetent Company?
I acknowledge that Prosecutor Von Karma fabricated the information about the body. However, he successfully convicted Mr. Master as an accomplice. I believe that the true culprit was Miss Curator herself. She even attempted to murder Mr. Gustavia today in order to pin the blame on him.
Is that really what the P.I.C. believes, or are you just too stubborn to admit I'm right?
Yes, every word I utter is for the sake of law and order. Ba-bong.
That show is dead. Whatever it is, I don't actually know anything about the show. It seems she intends to hide the truth for the sake of the P.I.C. At this rate, neither Mr. Master nor Miss Hall will be saved.
The P.I.C.'s logic.
Actual bitch.
About the P.I. smell.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Hate.
This makes no sense.
If she wanted to mend the crime on somebody, why choose Mr. Gustavia?
Perhaps Mr. Gustavia suspected Miss Hall was the criminal. as he attempted to confirm whether or not the Gemini sculpture was genuine, he was caught in a trap meant to silence him forever.
Can you prove that theory?
Mr. Gustavia is currently teetering on the brink of death. There's probably no way to prove it unless he regains consciousness. In other words, there is nothing we can do for now.
Well, you're about to be teaching on the edge of death if you're careful enough.
You threatening him? You're a
I've been
prosecutor,
threatening her
man.
for the past. My dude, I've been threatening her for the past 3 cases.
Within the law, buddy.
Okay, within the law and my right as an American citizen, I will now shoot you with my gun.
That's not a right that you have.
I have the right to self-defense, and I need to defend myself from your stupid words.
You have the right to read your fucking line.
I have the right to sell you. You're a bitch ass. That can't be true. There must be something we can do.
You still don't get it, do you? Allow me to give you a clear explanation. Everyone in this call, besides Iffy, is British.
I do not know. I think you've seen for the past 3 months. You don't know what papers I've gotten.
We have ample evidence about the ice incidents and poison gas incidents. There is no need to investigate any further.
I guess we can presume the reason to
We have the
investigate
liquid
further.
analysis results that has blood in it?
Yep. Oh, funny. There is one piece of evidence from the IS instance that remains unsettled. Take a look at this. Get a look at this. This is the forensic results from the Gemini sculpture that melted in the past. Okay. According to the results of the Lancivus, traces of someone's blood were found. Who does this blood belong to? Until we know the answer, the case is still open.
There was blood mixed in with the remains of the Gemini sculpture?
It was blood, sword, and sherbet.
I heard nothing of this from Sebastian.
This was a report from Detective Gumshoe. I had planned to tell Mr. Best myself.
Overruled. So even though you had no investigative authority, you still did as you please.
Well,
I
is that
shall
what you've been
report
doing?
everything that transpired today to the P.I.C.
Oh, cry me a fucking river. I will not avert my eyes from the truth, nor shall I overlook the mistakes of the past. If you wish to report my actions to the P.I.C., be my guest. But in exchange, I want you to let me investigate this case to the very end.
It is not my place to decide such things. I must ask that you check with Sebastian regarding this matter.
Sebastian.
Iffy.
Hey, good news, guys.
He's back!
Thanks to our early detective, Mr. Gustavia's life has been saved.
Mr. Gustavia.
Rob?
Alright, yeah. So, he's alive. I thought it was K.
It's him.
Would you be the ones who saved my life? Hey, Mr. You are Sir's assistant, are you not? You've grown so big. This one is your assistant then.
No, I'm...
He's an assistant candidate. Oh, Edgeworth's son.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, a prosecutor.
What a twist of fate. Your debt. It is thanks to you that I have completely recovered.
There's no need to thanks. Since you're alive, we can reach the truth behind this incident 18 years ago.
What do you speak of? While you were unconscious, the truth had started to come to the light. You may be Isaac Dover's murderer.
Imagine that. The guy wakes up from a coma. He's like, what has happened? He's like, yeah, you might have killed a guy.
What? Really?
Miss Hall was looking for the criminal behind the events of 18 years ago. That's why she set up the poison gas in the P.I.C's case. Mr. Gustavia, the events of 18 years ago. Tell us what really happened.
Hmm.
So you wish to remain silent?
No, I think he's just meditating.
Okay.
And sleep standing up, what a useless skill to have.
My guy's so old he can sleep standing up.
Meditation is different from sleeping, though.
Mr. Gustavia, please tell us what you did 18 years ago. I'm the criminal because I fell for the trap? That's not a very funny joke.
It's actually very hilarious.
I'm a victim, not a culprit.
Mr. Gustavia, it has not yet been made clear whether or not you are the criminal. This is only their baseless speculation.
You're a base of speculation.
Do not concern yourself with the drivel of a prosecutor without jurisdiction, or a Lawrence without a line.
I've said many lies, and I am saying they all at Courtney suck.
At least there is one person here who understands.
My name is Justine Courtney. I am a judge. If you would like, I would be happy to assist you. Let us show Prosecutor Edward the truth of 18 years ago.
Understood. I shall prove my innocence to you, Sir Prosecutor.
Next time on Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path. We'll see you around. Goodbye. Have a lovely day.